Okay, the other item on our old business is final cuts for other stipends. Who wants to talk about that?
This is a final list. This should be the last thing we need to bring forward from the list generated last school year from the Board of Education and the Superintendent Administration to reach our final cuts. These are stipended positions within the collective bargaining agreement and within the organization that don't necessarily align with activities or athletics, the other stipends addressed. And Pam could address any questions you have in regards to any of the specifications on any of the stipends.
Any questions?
Could you explain, after we were in the budget, why is Aramark 41,000 reduction as part listed as a reduction stipend?
Kevin talked about that yesterday a little bit during the budget discussions, is that we had originally had it at 60,000, but because of the way the contract, maybe he's going to talk about that, the way it's written, it didn't come out to be exactly what we had in the original proposal.
But how the contract has a clause.
CPI.
Right, covered it.
60,000 came out.
I understand why the 41,000, I don't understand why it's part of this cut. Are we saying the 41,000 cut is related to cutting all these clubs?
I think it's just trying to, I think what the administration had done, and Pam, you could speak to this was prior to my, but I think they wanted to just have a list to show how they're getting to that 1.2, or the 1 point, the amount of money that they agreed to cut.
Right. So we just went through the budget and looked at other areas after we looked at personnel.
Okay.
We looked at other areas of the budget that we could reduce, and as you can see, postage, paper, catering. We were just going through and seeing what else we could.
So this, is this scheduling less Aramark personnel
Yes,
during the day or during
During
night?
the evening, I think it's the evening shift for some of the cleaning.
Okay.
That's where he took it from.
So my question was, are these cuts reflected in the budget we discussed last night?
Yes.
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 Yes,
So-
we spent time verifying that.
We need to approve this in order for the budget that we discussed last night to be the same.
They would align it, yes.
They would align.
Any other questions?
Yeah, before we read the resolution, I think the resolution should address the fact it's not just other stipends, it's other stipends and service-related cuts. That's why I asked the question.
Okay, so we would add and service-related cuts. All right, seeing none, can I have a motion on this, please?
Want me to read that?
Yeah.
Resolved that the Board of Education, Township High School District 208, Cook County, Illinois hereby approves the final cuts for other stipends and service-related cuts as presented in the August 9th, 2011 Board Agenda Packet.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Mike Welch. Any other discussion? Mary Ann, go for the vote.
Mr. Walsh?
Yes.
Mr. Welch?
Yes.
Mr. Richmond?
Yes.
Mr. Jessica?
Yes.
Dr. King?
Yes.
Mr. Moon?
Aye.
Mr. Cindy?
Yes. All right, our next one is the proposed tentative budget. For this one, we're looking for a motion to put it on public display. We have two motions in front of us. Do we need to only do the second one?
I think it's all
Says
part of
and.
one.
Okay, all right.
Resolved that the Board of Education Township High School District 208, Cook County, Illinois, hereby approves and adopts the budget containing estimates of amounts available in each fund as a tentative budget for said school district for the fiscal year 2011-2012, and be it further resolved that this tentative budget, following adoption by this Board of Education, shall be made conveniently available to the public for inspection for at least 30 days prior to the final adoption thereof at the September 13, 2011 board meeting.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Tim Walsh. Any discussion?
I do have follow-up and under advice from legal counsel. Just want to make sure it's on the notes that we can amend the budget so that it reflects the September or the June 30th actuals. That was a question last night. Since we're posting the one that has the June 9th, can we go ahead and make that to the June 30th? I just wanted on public record that we will be inputting and updating some of the display information and formatting information
Marianne, make sure that's put in the minutes then.
Well, I have a couple concerns. One is this resolution doesn't say which document we're adopting. If we're planning to adopt the one we discussed last evening, I assume we are.
The one that will be on record is the one that will have the June 2009 for the 30 days.
Yeah, but
It'll be the one with the August.
August 1st.
Okay.
But the other thing is, we have items that we're going to discuss later that are going, if we approve them, they're going to change these numbers. Right?
Mhm.
Pam, you want to do some presentations later that are going to change the numbers of what was here. So the
Right.
question, I mean, we talked about that yesterday, there are numbers in here already besides the June
30th actual.
30th actual. I guess we weren't going to change any numbers, but if we adopt your proposals later, they're different numbers. So how?
The adoption of those proposals that would just increase the expenditures, which would cause something to be over budget, which would increase the deficit.
Yeah,
I mean, it's not like we have money in reserve to pull that back out and add somewhere to the budget.
Right.
yeah, I know,
It'd
but.
be almost to the point when before the board did not meet in July and August. And in June, approved the tentative budget, like even, it only had the May actuals. And then you went into September, at the end, during that September meeting and approved the budget then.
Well, I'd ask a different, I mean, you said we could, what'd you say the attorney said we could?
Attorney
do?
said as long as it's on public record that there will be some changes during the 30-day period.
Can we change the numbers? I like to whatever we approve, because there were a few other things that had to be corrected too, we talked about, and we might approve things today. Can we make all those changes for the final budget
believe
that's
we're
actually
okay with that.
adopted?
Yeah, what we're talking about changing is the actual numbers that are shown in the budget, but we're not changing the budget numbers.
No, that's not what I'm asking.
No.
I want the budget approved. If we're gonna approve it next month, and you're asking us to make changes in expenditures this month, and assuming we approve them, they should be in the budget we approve. Why would we not adjust the numbers?
I think, and let them look into it, I think we can make changes to this that we approve in September.
Okay.
I think we can do
Because in,
that.
at September,
This is
you
just
approve
a-
a final
That's why it's
budget.
a tentative
Right.
budget.
That's why this is just tentative to show.
Right, because there are going to be some changes to be made, and I think that's built into the system. I don't know at what point the changes require additional putting on display. I know that if we get a final budget, we can make some changes to the tentative budget, but if we get in the middle of the school year and something happens where we then need to really drastically change the budget, we can do that in the middle of the year.
Right.
But we have to have another legal process where we put that new item on display.
Correct.
And another 30-day period, and then an adoption of an amended budget per se.
I just want to make a comment that when I went through all the things that were asked for in closed session, I was not happy. We spent 4 hours, a lot of time over the weekend last week, going through all those numbers. There was a significant amount, which I thought, why did we spend that much time getting the numbers tight? And then you ask for stuff after that. I don't understand why those things weren't asked for before all this work with the
And let
budget and that
Laura,
meeting last
let
night.
Pam discuss it in closed session why she needs that, and explain to the reason why. I guarantee it's not a sham or anything like that. They have reasons why they're coming to you in closed session to ask for what they're asking for, and they will have reasons for it. So, Mike, will you amend your motion so that we can say, in each fund as a tentative budget dated August 1st, 2011, so this way we know.
As
that's
present, can we also add as presented at the August 8th, 2011 special board, or what does it say? As presented in the August 8th, 2011 special board agenda packet. So then people know exactly what it is.
Okay.
You're willing to make that change, Mike?
What is it again?
After the 2012 and the first resolution,
Okay,
add dated August 1st, 2011 as presented in the August 8th, 2011 special board agenda packet.
Okay, I'm not sure it was an August 8th board agenda packet. It came out on the 1st. It came out prior to the 8th.
We emailed that electronically, mailed it.
Yeah. How about if we just say,
Okay, yeah.
And discussed.
yeah, how about if we just say for the fiscal year 2011, 2012,
Dated August 1st.
dated August 1st, 2011, as a change to the first paragraph. And,
I don't think you need to change anything.
Yeah.
yeah, just add that the document is dated August 1st, 2011, in the first paragraph.
Okay, and then second was, who seconded?
I think I did,
Would
didn't
you accept it?
Did I, Mary?
James?
I? Yeah, I accept it.
All right, any other discussion? Mary Ann?
Mr. Welch?
Yes.
Mr. Britton?
Yes.
Ms. Ruska?
Yes.
Dr. King?
Yes.
Mr. Moon?
Aye.
Mr. Walsh?
Yes.
Mr. Singh?
Yes. Tim, where will this be on public display so the public would know, people on the TV will know?
The business office.
In the business office?
What
So if
about the
anybody wants to come
website?
and look at it?
Are we going to put it on the website?
It's after it's approved, the final budget after it's approved.
Why can't we put the draft budget on the website? I mean, people had a good point that showed up last night. I don't know why we didn't have it out there for them to look at it if they wanted to.
I know it's required that it's on the website once the final budget is approved.
No, I'm not asking what's required. I'm saying, why
Can we?
can't we PDF it and put it on the website and let anybody who wants to look at it, look at it?
Let's do it. There's no
Now,
problem.
why
No
wouldn't
legal.
we do that?
So let's put it on the website,
Okay.
all right? And put it under tentative budget, 2011, 2012.
What we've done in the most recent past is underneath the Board of Education page, there is a financial page, and we have a section called budgets. And the tentative budget would go there under fiscal year 2012, and then be replaced by the final budget after that final budget is approved. So it could go on the website under fiscal year 2012, and it would be tentative, approved at the August 9th, 2011 board meeting, and it could sit there as well as be available hard copy in your office.
Okay.
And if we're going to do that, can we put some notice or link or something on the main board page, or on the front page or somewhere, so people don't have to search to find it?
Okay, so everybody in the audience, it will be on our website, under the board section, under budget,
Under the Board of Education tab, under financials.
okay? And we'll have it in the front when you open up.